Thank you, Sarah. Well, we have another chef, as you can see, and we have Cheryl Ness, an author and wrote a book called Love in a Tuscan Kitchen. Cheryl joins us with her husband, Chef Vincenzo. Cheryl's book shares her story of meeting and falling in love, as well as the beautiful traditions, foods, and stories of life in Tuscany. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Today.
And you're going to make us some gnocchi
Yes,
today.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
So what do you have started already?
Yes, it's potatoes, boiled potatoes with flour, egg yolks, and pinch salt.
Okay.
And
Really simple recipe.
it's very simple.
Yeah.
This is recipe for my grandma.
Okay.
Recipe.
Yeah.
And I work in Terza here in Rochester. It's a little bit different. I had some extra virgin oil and the Parmigiano.
Okay.
So it's the same.
All
Yeah,
right.
this is his grandmother's recipe. It's what inspired him to be a chef. And so I think you were 8 years old, right? When you
Yes.
started cooking with your grandmother. And he actually grew up in Abruzzo, which is in the kind of by the Adriatic
Okay.
side of Italy. And there's a famous cooking school there. So it was natural for him to decide to be a chef. He was formally trained, worked all over Italy, and eventually opened up his own restaurant in Tuscany, which is where we met.
So let's
And-
hear about the story of how you met.
So we met because I asked him for a recipe. So I asked him for a recipe for his hot chocolate cake.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, we call it the love cake now
Yeah.
because it brought us together. He didn't speak any English.
No,
and
before that.
I spoke very little Italian
Okay.
at the time. This was in 2007. And we fell in love over the next couple of years. I actually moved there. We got married in 2010. And so the story, Love in a Tuscan Kitchen, is about us meeting, about his restaurant, the village where we live,
Yeah.
and how the people really welcomed me into their family, basically. It was a small village of 250 people.
And when did you write this?
So I wrote this after we moved back. So
Okay.
we moved back to Minnesota. I'm originally from this area. In 2018, it was published. So yeah, but it kind of chronicles our story. It actually has little vignettes of the people that we got to know. Many of them were elders, had been through, even lived through the war, and had incredible stories
Yeah.
to tell. So, and it's sprinkled in with some recipes. These recipes are in the book.
Okay.
Yes.
A lot of your grandmother's and your mother's recipes.
Yeah.
Is the hot chocolate cake in there?
Yeah, the hot
Yes,
chocolate
of course.
cake's in there for sure.
Of course.
That's a featured recipe.
Okay.
So it's really fun to do this. We share private
Yes.
cooking classes with people.
Really? That's awesome.
Yes.
So-
I like to teach the people for the authentic Italian food.
Yeah.
And gnocchi is one of the most popular things that we make.
I love
Yeah.
gnocchi.
And look how easy. I mean, he makes it look easy,
And
but
the-
it's really easy
Yeah,
to
I repeat,
make.
I make in Terza restaurant.
And what do you do from here?
Here I said the tomato sauce with my mom recipe,
mom's recipe.
and here I finish with just a little bit Parmigiano.
Ooh.
I finish with extra virgin oil
Okay.
and basil.
A little bit of fresh basil. So gnocchi is cooked a little bit like pasta, where you put it into boiling salted water.
Yes.
When it floats to the top, you know they're done.
Yes.
They take
Okay.
about 5
Kind
minutes.
of like ravioli when it
Yeah.
floats.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the version that would go into the salted water, and then this is the finished version.
Really easy.
Yeah.
And I will definitely be enjoying that. Maybe my dinner right there. Well, thank you so much for
Yes.
coming in and
Yes.
sharing
Thank
your
you. Very
beautiful
pleasure.
story.
Thank you.
Well,